So the principle is to go to a place that can be a cafe, restaurant, or even a bar, and the volunteers go there and they create these language and culture tables with different languages. It can be any language, and they propose games to the people that come here so that they can discover more about different languages and cultures, and it's usually very enriching because then the people can learn some words or expressions, but they also learn more about like the traditions or the food or anything culture related, and we have a really good time usually.
It's an activity that me and some of other volunteers did in a school here in Marseille, where you ask a bunch of people their opinion on something, and you put all their opinions on a line, and it's a good way to. But in that case, it was a good way to ask all of the students in the college, in the school, how they wanted to spend in their lunch break. But it's in general, it's a good activity to ask the opinion of people in general in the streets, for example, and know a bit how a certain type of people is thinking about a certain thing.
For example, we created a board game that explains to people what is the type of thing they can expect from Parcours le Monde while we are helping the young people going abroad, like from the beginning till the end of the mobility. We created a very fun board game with questions and trivia about general topics, the European Union, countries, questions in English. So we have that type of activity that usually it works pretty well with our target audience.
Yesterday, for example, with Mathieu, it was more about youngsters who already were thinking about going abroad. So it was more about what is it to start, how is it to start when you first arrive in the country? Like, you don't speak the language, but maybe the person in front of you doesn't speak English. But to help them realize that even without knowing a language, they can communicate. Sometimes we also work a lot about stereotypes, how were they built, is there truth in them, is it important really, stereotypes, and try to destroy most of the stereotypes and to tell or to do activities with youngsters to help them realize that even among the youngsters of Coutances, we're not only from Coutances, we're not only from the Manche department, Normandy, French, we are all different individuals.
The EPA approaches to especially involve young people with few opportunities in our project. So usually young people, there's no academic background in the family, where really poverty is in the family. And young people who don't have access to those great opportunities you have got in Europe, for example. No? I mean, you as young persons, you are traveling, you are studying, you can do many things if you know where to apply, yes, where to look for resources.
Also wir haben überlegt, es gibt mehrere Projekte, die gelungen sind. Aber wir haben jetzt das Projekt der Jungen Aktion, der gerichtet ist für die Kinder und Jugendliche zwischen 8 und 16 Jahren. Das heißt Blasto Fantasto, und das ist schon 25 Mal hat es stattgefunden. Das ist ein Sommerlager, der immer an der Grenze zwischen Deutschland und Tschechien stattfindet. Und uns war wichtig vor den Jahren, dass von klein auf die Kinder keine Angst vor den Nachbarn haben.
So basically what we agreed, top information, we do events and I do events at their place for free.
Okay.
So basically it's a really famous bar in Constance. and they just give me the venue for karaoke, for parties, for everything, and we pay nothing. But of course we pay nothing because we don't have money. Like we have zero money, yeah?
So work camps are international volunteering camps which last from 2 to 3 weeks usually and involve groups of around 10-15 people, and these people, volunteers who are coming to Poland, are working for the benefit of some kind of non-governmental, non-profit organization or local government.
We brought a person, a native person from a different country, to give their native perspective, the good and the bad, about their country to Polish people. And I think we really learn more about countries in geography classes, and we just learn a little bit about what it is, and what we see in the media really doesn't reflect as much as what a native can tell. So I really think it was such an interesting program, because I saw a lot of Polish people then go to the countries and really be fascinated. I think it really brought it together.
LARP is a game in which players impersonate fictional characters and play along a fictional story and experience some quests, relations, interactions, behaviors that they usually cannot experience as normal persons in the real world, because, you know, we have a polite and organized society, but their behavior and ways of thinking can be challenged within a safe environment of a game.
Részt veszünk már 6. éve informatikai, kódolási projektokban, amelyek népszerűsítik a fiataloknak a gondolatot arról, hogy miért fontos a matematika, hogy van a matematika mindennapi, pláne az új generációi, új programokban, az új applikációban.
Nagyon sokféleképpen lehet alkalmazni. Mi úgy alkalmazzuk, hogy a falra raktunk fel egy ilyen kis téplőzárral képeket, olyan képeket, amiket mi készítettünk itt a központba, és akkor azzal mutatjuk, hogy na most milyen tevékenység következik. Így oldottuk meg a napi rendet is például. Mert annak, aki autizmussal él, annak szükséges az, hogy látja, hogy mi következik egymás után aznap.
Az a lényege, hogy egy interaktív kiállítást szervezünk a helyi fiatalokkal és a múzeummal közösen, tehát a Székelykeresztúri Molnár István Múzeummal közösen. Hál' Istennek jó a kollaboráció, úgyhogy mindig segítenek bennünket helyjel és hirdetik a programjainkat, és kiválasztunk egy témát közösen a fiatalokkal, ami őket érinti vagy érdekli, és megpróbáljuk ezt a témát feldolgozni egy kiállítás során teljesen interaktív módszerekkel.
A gyermekkormányzati szabad egyetemű programunk, ami idén 29. alkalommal lesz megszervezve, ez is egy nagyon jó példa erre, ez egy egyhetes tábor, ahova lehet jelentkezni 9. és 10. végzett gyerekeknek. Általában azt mondjuk, hogy ez az a hely, ahol az emberek elkezdenek tulajdonképpen makoszozni, és itt ezért az egyhetes tábor alatt beosztjuk csoportba a diákokat, és akkor ott csoportonként vannak foglalkozások, vannak nagy közös játékok, vannak előadások, és ez alatt az egy hét alatt általában annyira összeszokik az a X ember, általában egy ilyen 60-80 résztvevő van ezen a rendezvényen, plusz ugye a stáb, akik szervezzük, és általában ez a közeg annyira összeszok utána, hogy folyamatosan járnak makosz rendezvényekre az ország minden pontjába.